Hello and welcome to the Bluescast. It's Tim and Ben here with you back at Switch Radio HQ. Oh, my microphone's way too loud as always. But this is the podcast for everything unofficially Birmingham City. Who else's slogan can we nick, Ben? Because we normally steal Fulhamish. A sideways look at everything Fulham. We should just become a Fulham podcast, I think.
You reckon?
Yeah. Maybe more clicks in it, more views. I don't know. JUKE-DOES, Blues fans, best fans in the league ever. Coming up on this edition of the show, the shocking truth behind Lukas Jutkiewicz' new run of form. You won't believe what he's been seen doing. And then top 10. What's the most BuzzFeed style Birmingham City article you can think of? Top 10 Birmingham City player tweets or something done.
Yeah, that'd be decent.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
We should do that one day.
Right, let's get right into things, guys. But before we do, please smash that like button, subscribe. Really helps us out. The Rotherham game, Ben. You were down at St Andrews, 3-1 victory. Lukas Jutkiewicz is the most informed player in the entire championship. The madness that has. I mean, who'd have thunk it? Who'd have ever thunk that could be a thing? His first career hat trick, admittedly against one of the probably worst teams in the championship, but points mean prizes, and it's just great to see us finally capitalising, and Jota was killing it as well. Yeah,
they all were, and to be honest, for once, with Blues, when they're always when they go into a lead, you always have that niggling doubt that
are we going to give up a 2-goal lead?
Yeah, but this time it was plain sailing for us.
Suddenly we felt really calm about the whole situation.
And then once the third went in, that's when we took the foot off the gas, and that's when we looked threatened them. That's when they scored, but. Other than that, I think we were fantastic, and obviously Jutkiewicz. What a man! What
a guy! How much do you think is a case of a bit of luck going our way, and how much is it Gary Monk's been building this project and it's finally starting to come together?
I think it's definitely been building, because I think you look at the stats with Jutkiewicz in particular. I think he scored 12 goals last season, and 4 came under Monk at the end of last season.
That's insane.
That just says everything you need to know.
How many he's scored more than that in the last 2 games, hasn't he? Or last 3.
And
he's got 4 in the last 3.
So he scored 10 in 20 odd games, and before that,
crazy.
It took him 70 odd games to score 10.
That's unbelievable.
Something like that. Yeah.
In fact, I'll try and get up the top scorers in the championship table. Oh, that's for us.
He's definitely up there.
6 goals scored in the league.
I think more at Brentford.
Shea Adams is like Aguero.
Yeah.
That's the only time that sentence will ever be used, because his minutes played per goal.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, no, he's not. I read it wrong. He's just played less minutes. Jutkiewicz has got 174 minutes per goal, so he's firmly doing the best out of those lot. And I was saying, watching Jota doing his thing. There's a lot has been made of these Power League ratings, I think it is, and apparently Pedersen, Jota and Jutkiewicz are all in the top 10, so it just shows what's going down at Blues right now.
Yeah, they all had fantastic games, and I think Pedersen in particular, was probably his best game that he's played for us. I think he's had some shaky moments, but there are signs that he is starting to get accustomed to life in the Championship now and into the team, and he looked so much more confident. He won so many tackles, he got forward as well quite a lot, which obviously helps, and I don't think he did enough. At the start of the season. And
the really weird thing is, we're 17th in the table, so you're thinking, oh man, that's not great. 5 points off 6th place, so less than 2 wins away from the playoffs.
It's so deceiving, isn't it?
Is it a bit crazy to think about the playoffs, or is that kind of niggling? If we keep going with the form, you never know.
Because I think we've got we're 8 games unbeaten now. We've got the best recent form in the league in terms of staying unbeaten. Yeah. If we turn them draws into wins, why can't we?
Exactly.
Amount of promotion push.
Jutkiewicz is 7th in the top scorers table at the moment for the championship. There is no Villa players in the top. Even Jonathan Codger is their top scoring player, and he's 15th. I think it's crazy. So
terrible.
Not that we care about Villa at all. It's not really relevant.
Get that.
But in terms of Birmingham City. Stoke away is the game this Saturday on the 20th. And then we've got a midweek game against Reading at home, followed by Sheffield Wednesday at home. So kind of that Stoke game is going to, in theory, be the toughest one. Recently relegated. And Gary Rowett returning. So we never really know what to expect with him. I reckon, in the current state of affairs, Stoke are really underperforming. They're only 2 points ahead of us.
Yeah.
And Gary Rowett, you do feel, as a manager now, he does have a lot of underperformances. So maybe with our kind of ascendancy, we might get something out of that.
There you go. I think it's probably the best time to play Stoke at the minute.
Yeah, if there is one.
It's away, but I think 8 unbeaten, and we've played some really tough teams in there as well.
Yeah, you can't argue with that.
There's no reason why we can't go there and get points.
It's just a great run of form, and even like beating Leeds away as well when they were top of the table.
Yeah,
Championship
you can
gets
beat
ridiculous.
Leeds, you can beat Stoke, can't you?
Yeah, exactly.
It's doable.
Easily. And I think it's a good time to be a Blue Nose again, so long may it continue. Looking over at the women's team, not much more to report since the last time. The next home game is on the 21st of October. We're at home to Chelsea. We're quite high up the league still, aren't we? I mean, I think we would just creep behind to Arsenal because of that loss to Man City, which was pretty gutting. Apparently there's a new website that's been announced for the Women's Super League, and it looks it doesn't look that great, to be honest. But hey, it's good that we're winning. We're second. And there's a Q&A on Twitter. I was loving this. A Q&A on Twitter with Aoife Mannion and Paige Williams, two of the players who are kind of real backbone of the team. The top question from Chris Pugh is like, how are you not in the bloody England squad? Which is kind of what we're saying at the moment, especially with Aoife.
We've only got one England player in the squad.
That's not fair. Is it Ellen White, even though she's injured?
No, it's...
it's Lucy Staniforth.
Yeah, that's it.
Really wanted to interview her last time. Wasn't available. Sad times, but we shall see. Where that one continues. Just like always, the women's team are just great to watch. The way they kind of do things, the attacking football, the philosophy.
And for once, like both teams are actually like quite positive and doing well. So
normally it's just like the men's team are terrible, and the women's team, you're just like, well, at least our women's team's playing well. But now, what's going on? Both playing well. So on that note, I guess it's time to go to the funny side of things. And there's not like a wealth of stuff, since we can't be just stalking Mikhail Forsell's Twitter every week as much as I love.
Next week, though, we'll have to...
Next week, yeah. We'll get it. In case Jutkiewicz not being the most informed player in the Championship wasn't a funny enough thing to...
It is quite funny.
I spy number 15, Darren Randolph, former goalkeeper, creeping in there. But... apparently, Sheffield Wednesday fans were belting out at Villa Park, "Your city is blue, just like Sheffield, your city is blue."
I mean, they've got a point, haven't they? You can't argue with that.
Can't argue with it. I reckon we should dedicate this whole series to them. A lot of speculation over whether Lukas Jutkiewicz is going to get an inform on FIFA Ultimate Team. In fact, I'll search on Twitter to see if this is actually happening.
I mean, if he doesn't get one, it's just outrage. We'll revolt personally. The Bluescast will revolt.
Yeah, we're boycotting FIFA
against EA Sports.
I mean, I hadn't bought the new one anyway.
Oh, me neither yet.
So
it might just be time to get it with Jutkiewicz.
If Jutkiewicz is in form, I'll buy it. But if not, I'm done. He's a 68 normal apparently. He's gone down significantly since last season. But once the inform comes in, it'll be all good.
It'll all be
Let's see what Otter is. Fun fact about this: I used to play FIFA Manager 08.
Oh yeah.
And I actually signed Jutkiewicz to Blues when he was 21 and playing for Everton, because he was just like good on the transfer market in those days. So, bit of a random one. Hotter is a 72. Hotter was 76 last season, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think it was a goal. So that's mad.
That's not fair. Hang on, right? Hotter, where can we?
Just on the subject of signing like Blues
players before
they joined the club.
Yeah.
I signed Jeremy Boga on the Football Manager like a few years ago before he joined us last season. So
was he any good?
He was class, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's always nice, like, isn't it? Like you sign a player and then they actually sign for your club in real life.
Who's he playing for now? Is he still playing for us?
Sassuolo in Italy.
Well,
in the top division. So yeah, he's doing quite well.
Sassuolo Calcio.
That's the one.
Interesting. Great. Well, was there any more news? Like Blues news.
Local, national and international news. Linking communities together on 107.5 FM. This is Switch Radio News.
Hey, it's the news. It's not Switch Radio, but we do record at our good friends Switch Radio. Big up Switch Radio.
Out.
What's the news, Ben?
So, very charitable news this week. So, Geoff Horsfield, his foundation, he put on Twitter that he saw a couple of homeless people on the street in Birmingham, and it was so cold that he put them in a B&B for the weekend, and he's gonna rehome them, and that's what his foundation pretty much does. They help those kinds of people.
We have such
fantastic.
A problem with homelessness in Birmingham as well, so it's so awesome to see someone who's got money is like, do you know what? I'm not gonna just donate like X amount of money. I'm gonna go out and make sure it's done the right way.
Make sure it happens.
I think JK did that as well. So shout out JK. And Geoff Horsfield, you are the Bluescast hero of the week. I'm gonna get you our official hero reaction, which is totally official. Geoff Horsfield, everybody.
Man.
You and Sheffield Wednesday. That's the Bluescasts.
MVPs.
Any closing thoughts, man?
We've got one more feel good sort of story.
Oh yeah.
So
right, feel good
two more former players.
Yeah.
Paul Tait and Paul Devlin are going to run the half marathon this Sunday.
All right.
For Paul Devlin's 12-year-old daughter, who is suffering from Addison's disease.
Oh man. Fair play though. Yeah, the Blues.
Our ex-players are just fantastic, aren't they?
They are. They're always big hearts. I mean, it's just that kind of rummy spirit, I think. And the outreach stuff I'm seeing, like I think Blues players were just like round someone's house, like putting a wall up a few weeks ago.
Every week, aren't they?
Nice to see him keep them busy. I think I'd like Premier League players. I want to see them try and do like a grand designs.
There we go.
And in a proper way, not an entertaining everything goes wrong way.
And I think Davis and Vassell were like playing Fortnite on some young fans' house last week. So.
That's probably just that's not for charity. That's just them doing it. Just like me. I want to play some Fortnite. How can we mask this in terms of like some positive PR? Oh, let's do it for charity. Big up you guys. Keep right on.
Keep right on.